me to like make a joke. You just like walk in and be like, "Hey, can you do that accent?" Or "Hey, do that joke." And you just like stand there and like now you're on the spot and you don't know what the hell to do. And it's just like, yeah. So that guy, he, and then you just don't know how to, get into it. And it's not funny because it's forced.
Yeah, so it's just like me talking on a regular basis then with all the stuttering.
No, not the stuttering part. It's like the no substance to it. It's just like, hey, do that right now. Or like I used to like do an accent in high school. They're like, hey man, can you do the Russian accent again? That was real cool. Like 7 people are staring into my fucking soul. They're like, yes, comrade, I do accent very well. I talk like this. Is good day. Nice thing to do. I play Tarkov like this. I walk down the street with AK, light up American big because we're in Russia, and then it's like, I could do it like that, but you ask me to do it, I'll be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so like if I were to ask you to fucking do like the opening that we did last week, where I played the sound clip of you singing the Republic Commando thing, you just fuck up entirely?
Exactly. Like it's just gotta happen. You can't fucking script that. Then it's not funny.
Yeah, that's why I'm recording at all times.
You guys are something special. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 4 of This Is... I fucked that up. We Are 501. I did it. I love that. Welcome to We Are 501. We got a great cast for you today. We actually have 2 guests today. Never been attempted, so we're gonna try to deliver this fine evening, this fine Saturday evening. I have riding shotgun with me, Sandman and Valhalla. With you this evening, and obviously they are wired and they're ready to act like complete and utter idiots today, as we've seen. How you boys doing? Sandman, we missed you last week. How you doing, dude?
Doing fantastic. Had a lot of stuff going on last weekend. This week had a lot of Arma and a lot of Tarkov. Doing a lot of big things out here. Girlfriend, making $80,000 a year. I play video games on the fucking in my chair all week.
In your maid outfit?
Hell yeah.
I love it. That's awesome, dude. That's phenomenal. Well, glad everything's going good for you, Val. How you doing, man? Heard you're growing a beard. Is this true?
What? Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Well, once we decide to do this shit fucking live and we do it on the stream, I'll just post a picture of my beard. Everybody can just stare at it.
That's great. I'm used to you with the mustache, so the beard is a new look for you.
Have I really not sent you a picture of my beard?
Well, I saw it. You're I mean, pretty. Maybe it's the time of year, but dude, very Kris Kringle of you. So.
Oh yeah. Hey Siri, who's Kris Kringle?
Santa Claus.
Oh.
Cool. All right. Cool. I guess I'm old. Yeah. Anyway. Hey, welcome back, guys. We are gonna get right into it today. We're gonna start with the campaign review for this week. Whole lot going on. Let me first start before I begin today. Obviously, the elephant in the room. There was a mod oopsie earlier this week. Ace, and this is the official story. Ace X is one of the mods that we use in our mod list. And the developers of Ace decided that it is now a good time to merge that mod with the regular Ace mod. So they did that when Ace updated, and everything that we had broke. It was kind of like the stock market. I talked to Klinger when it was going on. He's like, "Oh God, this is not good." And luckily, our team got it fixed, which is more of a band-aid solution. It's not completely fixed, and they're going to work on making something more permanent. But at the very least, we are able to do our operations without hitch. So everything went well there. Avalanche 3 went on campaign this week after taking last week off. And they played with some settings that were a little bit heinous, which was actually very entertaining. CPR was not waking anybody up. In fact, some people were dying with minimal blood loss. That was a lot of fun, but AV3, kind of turned into a bulldozer there for a little bit. And started knocking a bunch of people down. We are getting ready to hear from AV1 on their status of their campaign this weekend, and then AV2, which is tomorrow, as this is Saturday. We still don't know yet, but As I look at the campaign map here, I have two. Looks like they kicked a whole lot of ass, frankly, the last time that they were out, and expect to see them do that once again. Val, I think you said that you guys weren't looking forward to taking 5 battalions of droids, but could have fooled me because I mean your forward progress line is like way off, way on, like you're way inland off that coast that you started on.
Yeah, so it was supposed to be like 5 battalions of droids, but I think there was like a disconnect between the war room people and then the Zeus who was Zeusing it or whatever, because we only killed about 700. And then I was like, my math might be dumb, but 700 isn't even a whole ass battalion, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. Let me get my abacus so I can verify that for you.
But yeah, yeah, no, but it was a good up. Yeah, we fucked up. We fucked a lot.
It was good, man.
On last Sunday.
What the hell is an abacus?
Dude, it's
That's a big word.
Hey, I knew you were gonna ask. It's like that. I don't know, dude. It's like a bead on a wire, and people just like move it over. I don't know, bro.
Bro. I don't know. Days and they used to shoot like
bro.
Okay, gotcha.
But apparently, like babies play with it now. Like it's like a baby. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Yeah. Nothing like having babies and decades old mathematicians doing the same thing.
To the Egyptians, mathematics. To babies, I don't know. But yeah, it's seems like Av's enjoyed a pretty solid campaign despite all of these all these changes here. We really took that in stride. Oxmod team really were firing on all cylinders with regards to that. That's what's happening. Obviously, War Room is going to be in well, at the time of you listening to this, it will be later tonight on Monday the 25th, and some good stuff's going to happen. So we'll see where we are from there in any way, shape, and form.
Do you enjoy running chaotic and unorganized ops? Do you have a burning desire to be led by a CR with 20 hours in Arma to the most droids you've seen since Geonosis? Do you love it when internet NCOs flex their rank by standing next to Zeus during debriefs? Then good news, FunOps are just the place for you. Get your FunOps interest tag in Discord to be alerted when hot single FunOps are in your area.
Moving on from that, we're going to get to our bulk category here. I like to think that Black plays the Jeopardy Daily Double sound when I say that. But if you don't know what bulk is, that's when we talk mod updates, council notes, any important announcements. We'll have a round table. Let's talk about some stuff. Last week, you may have noticed, you may have not noticed, the 15A is fully automatic. Yes, it is. It's fully automatic. I realize that this may half of you are very, very excited that this has come back. The other half are like, what the hell? The other weapons, what are you going to do? While Oxmod is rebuilding the mod, this is the first change in many to update all of the weapons. All of them. They're all getting a facelift. Forget what you think you know, because what you know is going to change. They're going to be updated for the 21st century, and we're going to give Mark and Hobnob the opportunity to do so. Do not panic. Once that happens, we're also going to buff the droids. Everything's getting changed, dude. It's happening. So I know that was a thing. So just letting everybody know, first and foremost, that that is a constantly evolving situation. I personally pulled the trigger on that. So if you're going to blame anybody, blame me. And I'm welcome to criticism. I'm very good. Other than that, that's kind of the biggest mod update this week. Faceware changes have come into the unit as well. The faceware got updated, so uniforms are totally and utterly completely, they have been implemented. So shout out to those guys, that team doing that. And got some fun stuff. Now not only can you be an actual physical peanut, but you can also put a poncho on while you do it. And that terrifies me. But hey, somebody might like that. So, send me your poncho peanut pics, please. If you could actually send those just to like Valhalla at any of the odd hours of the day, I would really appreciate that.
I'm forwarding them directly to you, so I mean, it is what it is.
We'll make an album.
Sending unsolicited peanut pics. That's good to advocate for.
Yeah, peanut picks.
Peanut pics, from Arma, the skin.
Yeah, in Minecraft.
The character model.
That I lost in an unfortunate boating accident. So that's pretty much it. That was the biggest thing that I think happened this week that everybody probably noticed. DC 17 buff is coming. If it is not already, Mark probably knows better than I do, but I have been told that has already happened. So DC 17 can now actually kill B2s. So that's pretty cool.
Wait, like the pistol can kill B2s?
Oh yeah, no, the pistol's cool now. Yeah.
What about the dual pistols?
Yes. That
Nice.
is yeah, it's just another pistol. So
On jaw.
on jaw. Yep.
I
So
don't
that
know
got
if
fixed.
what that means either.
Fucking boomer.
Yeah, what a boomer, dude. And I even said abacus, and you don't even know what that is.
Yeah, so
May
I
not
looked
be
up.
very smart.
What is it, man? Are you a boomer, or are you just are you a zoomer? Like,
I don't know. I'm born 1993. I guess you could say I'm somewhat of an intellectual.
well,
Dude, so
millennial.
I googled what the fucking abacus was. I spelled it wrong, but Google
it.
fixed that for me. It's a counting tool. You tell me these people created a whole ass tool so they can move one thing from one side to the other instead of counting on their fingers? Like, yo, that's got to be the epitome of degeneracy.
But the pinnacle of technology back in the
I mean, it
Ancient-
makes sense.
500 BC.
It does make sense, though. I was actually looking at it because, like, you totally blew my mind with it. And, like, you put 1 for, 10 or for 100, so, like, you don't lose count and you can actually use your fingers if you're a mongoloid, such as myself. Doc's in the Navy. Valhalla's in the Navy, obviously, so, he can count and do other things as well, but it's hard.
I know it is. And it's why I pay my monthly Gerber subscription every month, because I worry about you.
Gerber, like the baby
Gerber
food?
Life. Yeah,
Oh,
Gerber Life.
Okay.
Yeah. You got to pay back to the children. Sandman, I believe in you.
Fuck them kids.
Have you ever been in the field, down in the dirt with your bros, mud running over the calves of your teammates, blood squirting from every orifice, just covering your face? You feel your brother's hot, warm liquids oozing down your hands. If you haven't experienced this, you haven't lived. Join the 501st Medical Detachment.
In regards to battalion this week, there were a couple changes. We're going to celebrate one of those here on the podcast very shortly here. You'll know what I mean in a second. But a couple promotions happened, some big stuff. We are getting ready to vote on TFAR beta. That's coming down the pipeline. So get ready for the final decision here. We found some new stuff for TFAR setter. That might see a return. Who knows? That's pretty much the most important stuff that we'll go over in regards to the upper meeting. Any important announcements? SLC has started up. I can't remember what class it is. Let me look it up.
420. It's got to be 420. It's no other option.
It's class number 8.
Fuck.
Yes, SLC class 8 just opened up. Black is asking me CS Bridger when, and that is when I turn into middling grade for my SLC. Black, thank you for asking. So that's up. So if you are billeted in a sergeant or higher billet and are not a sergeant yet, I'm sure you already have heard this multiple times, but don't forget, it's coming. That's the biggest announcement that I can see. Other than that, please make sure that the mod list is updated. As I am reading this now, I am now just realizing that Andro called me out for not giving the right mod list to him. Andro, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry. It's really hard to be this stupid and do this many things at once. So thank you for being my dad. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Val, question for you, and it is the biggest one of the day here. What are you thinking of? What do you think of that 15A change?
Dude, I reserved for Cyclone 3 to yesterday. What day is it? Today's Saturday. Yeah, so I reserved for them yesterday, and fucking dropped like triple digit kills, like 105 or some shit, but that's neither here nor there. The fucking full auto on the 15A was sick. I like it. Although, okay, so I talk about like I dropped triple digit kills, but like I went down so many times I was embarrassed to put in group chat that I went down, so I had to C-tab Halo because I knew Halo wouldn't make fun of me. And then I was like, hey, I'm down, here are my coordinates, because I went down because 3-1 was Mascaz, right? And I was with 3-2, and I talked to Wash, and I was like, hey Wash, I'm gonna go help out 3-1. He was like, good to go, dude. And I dipped out and went to 3-1, but took the worst fucking possible route ever because I'm fucking brain dead. Ran into a B.
Yes, you were.
Ran into a B2 who took out my legs, and then just sat there and like watched me like walk around and struggle, and then fucking headshot me, and then I was like, God damn it. And then I C-tab Halo, and I think Halo must have told Dusty, because Dusty comes and like starts shit talking me, picks me up. Like he like stabilizes me, picks me up, does CPR or whatever, or does CPR, picks me up, fucking takes me over, puts me down, fucking Jub runs past me, and he's like, Valhalla again, and then he keeps going, right, and then fucking I forget. Oh, then Mark passes me, and he was like, Valhalla down again, come on, and then he keeps going, and then fucking Halo comes over, and he's like, don't worry, Valhalla, I'll help you out, and then. And then fucking Halo gets me up.
How did we get here? I just asked you about the rifle. How did you do that?
You asked me about the rifle, and then I started talking about like how I like the rifle.
Right.
Then I started telling a story about how the fucking op went with 3-2 yesterday.
Awesome. I'm sorry you seem to have PTSD from that.
No, I'm just an idiot, man. I just fucking go down every 6 seconds.
I remember your post. I remember now. If anybody wants to see Valhalla's post, it's wonderful. He sent it ages ago, but the caption reads POV, I'm reserving for your squad, and it's just a picture of him unconscious in the grass. It's very good. Squad leads, if you need a very capable ARC trooper, Valhalla is your man. Awesome, yeah. Well, I'm gonna try to like transition that conversation. The 15A sounds like it's good.
Here in my hangar with my brand new Lat C. Fun to fly around here on Geonosis. But you know what I like more than this Lat C? It's supporting the 501st Legion on Patreon. Every month, the unit's responsible for keeping the lights on. We can only do that with your support. Like our famed Captain Rex once said, that's what brothers do.
All right, we're going to move on to our guests, plural, for this evening. We decided to go find our very quiet brothers down south in the data core here. We have two. It's the first time we've ever attempted something like this. Like I said, one is cause for celebration. Today we have Second Lieutenant Grinch with us, newly minted CC Grinch, ladies and gentlemen, long time coming. And he has brought with him, well, I don't think he's brought with him. I think he just kind of snuck in the studio. We don't know how to get rid of him. Corporal Waze, everybody.
The mulleted warrior himself.
Yeah, this is the mullet episode, ladies and gentlemen.
Amazing.
Grinch, Waze, how are you guys? It's good to see you.
I'm good. How about yourself?
I can't complain. I don't know why I asked you how you've been. I just saw you like a couple hours ago. So I appreciate you guys coming on with us today. I'll try to like get questions to you guys one at a time, so it's not like a huge mess because we have not attempted this before. But I kind of wanted to start with you guys. Grinch, you've obviously been here a very long time. Kind of going back you've spent some time back when Ackley was two companies. You were in Ackley 2 as well, and now you're the commanding officer of Ackley in its entirety. Can you talk me through your story? When did you join? What was your experience like? How is it different now than what you remember when you got here?
Okay. Short story. Generally I came in of August 2018 after I graduated from high school. Went through CTC, whatnot. I started being Ackley ride along in October 2018, maybe earlier. Then got accepted about November, October-ish. I don't remember exactly when I went into Ackley, right from reserves. That was when Ackley was a detachment. I was at first a reserve there, and then I moved up to 1-3 Bravo under at the time CT Rico Ricochet, who was my team leader at the time. I was his member of his team up until he became Alpha team lead when I moved up to Bravo team lead. Then he went over to 1-2, which I was 2IC at the squad under Bruiser at the time. Where throughout that time, Bruiser had a lot of issues with his connections and whatnot. So often I learned how to run the squad throughout that period of time. After SLC, Bruiser ended up leaving. I picked up squad leader around July of Ackley 1-3, back when we were still a detachment. And from there, I got my team leads of Phantom and Tough, who would last me up until company. And got promoted to sergeant about November, October-ish. I don't remember when. But then a little bit later, after Winter Stand Down, company ended up becoming a thing. Got slotted as Ackley 2 Sergeant Major. Stayed there up until 2 weeks before the split. And before that, I got moved up to 2nd Platoon Commander, which is where I wanted to go for quite a while after completing OCS in that previous August. And then I came back. Now I'm here after a month of ride along. Was a trooper, got put back up to Ackley Detachment Commander, Sergeant Major for the past 4 months, and got promoted a couple days ago up to 2nd Lieutenant. Over here. That's the base summary. A lot of stuff in between, but you know how it goes.
Shoot, you have a great memory, man. That's a lot.
That was extraordinarily detailed.
I remember a fair amount of what happened all throughout that time, but for the sake of time, just left it the basics.
Extraordinarily detailed and like short, dude. It was fucking great. So what I'm collecting from that story that you just told is that in order to get to platoon commander, you must start at 1-3 Bravo, right? So Waze, you're in luck.
Oh dear God, no. And I think that a lot of people came from 1-3, except Lava historically came from 1-2, I believe. Of similar circumstance. For a while, I thought he came from 1-3 until he clarified that.
Is that something like you guys kind of like talk smack about? I'm remembering a similar kind of thing with Avalanche 3-2. I mean, that squad produced Bjorn and Drummond and Twine, and all three of those guys have been 6s. Is that something you take pride in?
It's something I did, particularly when I had the assumption that Lava came from there, but didn't. 1-3 did change after the when we went to company. It turned into 2-1, and then a new 1-3 was created, and it kind of got a little bit lost after that. But yeah, it was definitely an interesting thing where a fair amount of people from 1-3 ended up getting slotted as leadership. As my 2IC Tough also ended up being my sergeant major.
That's how I kind of felt about this. Is weird, but a No Bear came from my squad, so there was this one. We had this weird like squad meeting at one point where like everybody who had been in the squad from past had come in, and so there's Sergeant Major No Bear just in here like, we track that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? It means something like, cool, like I can follow I can follow people's footsteps. So sometimes that's pretty cool. That's awesome.
A lot of people came from 1-4. No Bear, Exod as well. After he took over 1-1, but he came from 1-4. So 1-4 did produce a lot of our leadership when we went over to company as well. Not just staff, but MLS.
Did you just miss the 4th squad? What let's see here. What do you think is an easier job? Because you've done both of them. Being a 6 or being a 7? What have you enjoyed more?
I enjoy being a 6 more because I like leading my own ship, just having that control over things. That's why I like being a squad leader or a team leader. But at the same time, it's kind of difficult to say because during my time as a 7, Rico was on ELOA, so I ran everything outside of operations. With him being active on Discord but not able to be present on TeamSpeak or trainings back in the day.
So you had plenty of time.
Yeah, my job intersected quite a bit. There's a difficult line to draw there, which is something I've been trying to understand and teaching Brandon how to do 7.
Bro, someone playing with an ultrasound machine? Like,
I believe that was a dog.
That's my dog. She's it's something my people
What kind of
around me
ultrasound
know.
machines have you been around?
That's Navy medicine right there, my guy.
Corgi versions of him. Ultrasound. Very, very small, but they pack a punch.
Waze, let's talk about you, buddy. I'm gonna ask you the same question I asked Grinch. When did you start? How did you get where you are? What's it been like? Because your story's kind of wild, actually. And what's your job like now?
Yeah, it's a little. I've been a little around for a little while. I guess I'm still kind of young in regards to most people who joined back in September of 2020. Should be right around the same time Valhalla joined. Went through UTC a little bit together, and he actually has stated to my face before that he did not like me upon first meeting me, which was a little hurtful, but we've cleared that up. We're a bit better now.
bro, I didn't. You didn't talk at all, man. I remember the first Mount
All right,
1
so
weekend, man. I was.
The words that he said to me were he did not pass the vibe check. All right, continue. Sorry, I just wanted to put that out there.
I can't believe I failed the vibe check. But it came out of UTC. Somebody was like, hey, you kind of want to try RTOing? And got kidnapped into that, as most RTOs do. So me and Val got together and decided a squad to join, which was Avitude 2, under Courtney, had Fenrir as well over there. Bunch of good guys, bunch of good memories. I was there for good duration, about 3 or so months, there at the end of winter stand down, going into the new year. Actually opened up ride-alongs. I was still RTO for that, so I tried out for that, and I was like, oh, let's see what this is, see what they're all about. Did the ride-along process, got pulled into that. Loving Ackley so far. I've been here since January, like I said. Managed to weasel my way into a platoon RTO spot back in March. I was there for up until maybe it was June, July, somewhere around there. When we reopened 1-3, that's when I reached out to Grinch. I was like, hey, I kind of want to take my try at team leading. I'd done it a few times in QRFs and all that. And so team leader Corporal Waze was born this past summer. So I've been vibing there, vibing in 1-3. I'm not biased, but obviously I think 1-3 is the best squad. And now here I am doing a podcast. So.
I thought you might say that, yeah. That's awesome, dude. I especially like the part where you admitted that you're a weasel. I'm
like
kidding.
how I got into this weasel my way into this podcast.
Well, that's awesome. For those that don't know, Waze has a cool mullet. Fun fact.
It's
that he's really
nice and
proud of.
flowy. Got a few curls to it.
If you ask him nicely, he'll let you brush it. So.
All right. So we're talking about the mullet, but we're brushing over the fact that this man is like 6'5".
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, you guys met in person, right?
No, fucking Waze and Taco did.
Who did?
Fucking Waze and Taco did.
Yeah, me and
then
Taco.
fucking-
We
yeah,
go on
then-
like weekly dates.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
We've yet to take a picture though, so I need to get onto that.
I think you should, because I want to see how much taller you are. Yeah, wow, that's crazy. 6'5" and a mullet. You're winning. I love that.
Winning at life.
No, hey, Waze, what are you doing for Halloween?
I'm going to a concert and then the bars.
All right, don't go to the concert. I'll meet you in College Station.
I'll meet you in College Station. Something no one has ever said ever.
It's
Trust me.
it's a great place to be, I think.
That's good, man. What
No,
was Val? I gotta ask. What was Waze like in UTC? Tell me what you know about him.
Was
All
the
right,
best
so
leader.
dude, initially in UTC, fucking, I told Waze, like he said fucking earlier, well, I didn't tell him this directly or immediately, but like fucking after a while, I was like, initially I didn't fucking like you, and it was because he never fucking talked, man. And when he did talk, it was, hey man, there's like 1v2 over there. Like, just fucking whispering under his breath the entire fucking time, man. It was insane. I was like, what? What did you say to me? Like, so this dude just fucking whispering, and I was just like, well, fuck, I can't do anything with this guy. And then he wasn't a part of my initial class, and I was very biased against people who weren't a part of my initial class. I didn't fucking like him that much. So like I was just like, all right, whatever, dude. This is just a fucking mount. I'm just gonna fucking send it. And then eventually, I told you, Bridger. I said he didn't pass the fucking vibe check, and then you were like, try again, dude. And then I was like, all right, I'll try again. And then I tried again, and I was just like, yeah, he passed the second one. I don't know what the fuck was it the first time. Like,
Anyway, moral of the story is Waze, you owe me.
yeah. Well, ever since then, fucking Waze and I have been W key buddies, dude. When he was in 2-2, he fucking and we didn't have an arc at the time, so it was just fucking me and Waze running in front of the entire squad, and an RTO and a fucking trooper, while I'm getting hounded at by, well, initially it was Hackett. So I'm getting hounded by Hackett, or I'm getting hounded by fucking Bacon. Like, where are you? And I'm like, I'm with Waze, man. Like,
We're just way far ahead. RTOs lead the way.
What was your UTC class name again? Five in the ping.
Yeah, hell yeah.
5 in the P. You're your own detachment. You don't
5P,
need
dude.
it. 5P. That's right. Yeah, 5P.
Where did that originate from?
Oh, you want to tell that story, Val?
Oh, yeah. So my initial UTC class had like fucking 5 people in it. It was me, Lost, Mingus, Stu, and fucking Soren, right? And at the time, Soren was Lycan. But yeah, so it was 5 of us, and then it was fucking Stu and I were kind of like the de facto leaders of the class. Mostly because I'm talkative and fucking communicative and fucking an asshole at times. So I was just like, hey, let's go with the color pink. And Soren was like, I want to be green. And everybody else was like, let's do pink. Like,
what I heard was, shut up, Lycan. That's what I heard.
Like, no, we're going pink. And they're like, all right, so you guys want to name yourselves? Like, what's your guys' name? And I was like, 5P. And they're like, what? I was like, 5 in the pink. And then Stu started immediately fucking laughing. He's like, yeah, let's go with that. Like.
I'm looking back at some of these class photos, and I passed my mounts with you guys, and you guys didn't include me in the class photo.
You were blue.
I was still hurt by this.
You were okay. Waze, if I could go back in time.
Do you want to do like one of those photo recreations?
Yeah, if I could go back in time and talk to a younger version of myself and say, hey, Michael, that's gonna be the homie. I would look at my future self. Initially, I would look at my future self and I'd be like, "Why the fuck do you have a beard?" But then I would be like, "Okay." And then yeah, in an alternate universe, you'd be in every fucking photo class picture.
My cat just walked into the room and just laid down on my keyboard. So I
I'm
was very distracted by that.
I'm highly offended about the fact that you have a cat, you have never told anybody, and you've never posted a picture of them.
Yeah. Okay. So let's. And now I've got to pause the interview to talk about the cats. There's 2 cats.
Yeah, you've got 2 cats, and Bridger, I've known you for a year, and you've never told me this.
Yeah. Okay. So now I got to tell a story. Okay. So I moved to New Orleans, about, 3 months ago. 3 months ago. Moved to New Orleans for a new job about 3 months ago. I survived so far a hurricane, a flood, and several tornadoes as a result, proving that I am the strongest sperm. My roommates, who I've known for like 10 years, have 2 cats, and they're like never home. So the cats look at me and they're like, "Dada," and I'm like, "No, no, no." And I'm now their dad. So they just kind of hang out. They hated me at first. Now they just kind of hang out in this. Oh, by the way, you know what you're gonna hate even more? You know what this cat's name is?
What?
You're never gonna guess because there's 2 cats. One is named Kira. The other one is named Salem.
Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
That's my cat's name.
Yeah, I know. Yep. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Salem is this fat cat that likes me because I feed him. Golly, Grinch, I want to kind of pivot back to you here when we talk about this. There's obviously been a fair bit of rebuilding on your side. You know, I'm not gonna tiptoe around the fact of like what Waze said around March. How has that been for you guys on that end there? And what's the response been when trying to kind of billet new people? You got guys like Waze who were RTOs and have gone over, and it's got to be nice to have so many guys that are willing to be Swiss Army knives and do whatever is needed of them.
Yeah, it's good to have such staff to be able to work with to really step up, because there's a whole bunch of stuff that NCOs end up having to do. From stepping up to our faces and our recruitment staff as well. There's a whole bunch of different holes that was created after the split ended up happening. On my way back in, there was, for the lack of trying to bore, but at the same time, there was a sort of a multi-step plan that I had in my mind when I came back. Foremost was reintroducing the platoon structure, trying to bring back some of that knowledge that was lost, as all of upper leadership was gone for a period of time. So it was a bit of a transition, certain things that people didn't understand that we had to reintroduce. And once that stuff was established, then it was about getting the people back in. It was growth back to like a third squad, getting some ride-alongs going, recruiting, being able to open up 1-3, get that new generation of leadership in place, so we can start having more of a baseline of personnel to work from. Our current phase that we're in, after we've had a large recruitment cycle, is starting to work on quality, trying to move things back to the baseline of expectations and overall attendance, behavior, in-game prowess. I don't know a better word for that. Getting our base staff in order, just because initially there was a lot of exceptions that had to be made to get something to function. Now it's trying to move away from just function to really prospering. That's the best word I could think for it.
Excelling.
Yeah, excelling. Yeah, there we go. Try to get that quality up there so that we can start doing things really well and establishing those standards and whatnot. And in the middle of that, not gonna lie, it's been is a little bit more taxing than what I initially assumed, but at the same time, we're still carrying on strong, continuing to work on things as they pop up.
What kind of advice can you give to potential ride-along candidates to help them succeed and join you guys up there in the great big blue sky?
It's kind of a difficult thing, but like, and it's not even to sound crass or anything, but like, really show that you care. I think that's encompasses everything. Person that shows up the most, person who ends up wanting to be a part of the community to contribute culturally, show up to different things, like promote that it's not just like an Arma environment, but like a community environment. I know that's not so much in game. I always feel like we can work on the in-game stuff, but I'm really trying to get Ackley into something a little bit more. That's something I'm really looking for. People who are really interested and want to really step forward and bring some fresh blood into things. But at the same time, ride-alongs as well is just continue to try to improve that in game. Seek advice. Feedback. We'll always be happy to provide it as well.
You and I kind of talked about this a little bit earlier today, a little bit of quotation marks. But what say I'm Mr. Trooper and Zeta, and I want to learn more about Acklay. What are some opportunities that you guys do that I can actually attend and learn more about you guys?
So like a trooper is not a part of the ride along process, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Like, I mean, anybody in the unit can attend any function with the exception of QRF and FunOps at the moment, which I intend on changing the FunOp portion. Like, you just need permission from the person hosting the event, whether it's myself, the squad leader. You can even attend phase trains. We try to keep everything open, and if you have jump master qualification, you can run jump packs with us and be able to run 1-for-1 minus, of course, any kit changes to what Acklay does. Really get an understanding of what we end up doing, see it firsthand. Don't have to be a ride along to attend anything. We're pretty open, always encourage anybody to come and attend, whether you're a trooper or member of company staff. Always happy to have somebody.
Awesome, man. I love hearing that. And here's a question that I think a lot of people really don't know. Are you allowed to tell us like the story of George the Acklay? Like, but how did that happen? How did that happen? There's so many questions I have about George the Acklay for some reason.
Hey,
But,
George, he's like way beyond my time. He was around before I even applied for ride-alongs, I believe. This whole story of George is available in his channel, is the Water and Hole. People occasionally feed him and add on their different tales with George. It's an evolving tale that I don't think has recently gained anything new, but who knows? Maybe it might be the next person to add on to the story.
What's George's favorite food?
It depends on the person you ask. Some people feel that his favorite food is CRs who feel PC2.
Okay.
That's a very old
Understood.
perspective on this.
Well, that's awesome. Okay, good to know. He's I mean, if that's the case, I mean, he only eats maybe once a month. Poor guy. But
there's plenty in reserve from back in the day. Like
I was gonna
CRs
say
they're pretty, not very perishable. They can last forever.
that's true. They're very some are more hardy than others, and they're perishable. I was wondering where all the names in the inactive reserves were going. We were starting to clean them out, and I didn't realize George had been eating them. That's good to know.
Have to do something with them.
That's awesome. Well, let's Waze. Are you awake?
I'm around, sort of.
All right. Well, here's a question about you. You are an MP boy.
That is correct.
Let's play a game. I played this game with Wordimus last week. I don't know if you were aware. I don't think you might be. But
I have a little
I am
inkling as to what it is.
I'm gonna give you 3 names. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you sure?
Probably not now.
I'm trying to figure out who the third guy is. Who are the top 3 MPs?
That'd be Bjorn, Neb, and Kestrel.
Bjorn, Neb, and Kestrel, right? Would you say that's accurate?
The way it's structured, there's 2 co-heads. You got Bjorn and Kestrel. Every other MP is viewed as equals, I guess. So, in terms of seniority, I guess I'm not really sure. I guess Neb, then yeah, sure.
Okay, we'll use seniority if you're all equals. That's fine. All right, so Bjorn, Kestrel, and Neb. You got to F1, marry one, kill one, go.
Oh God.
Oh, I think I'm gonna marry Kestrel. He seems like he would make a fantastic housewife. I don't know if you guys agree with my views on that, but I think
he got big housewife energy for sure.
That definitely has Sandman's stamp of approval.
As far as fuck and F and kill, so I don't know if we're allowed to use those naughty words
No,
here.
do you literally hear Valhalla talk?
Every third word out of my mouth has got to be fuck, dude. You can say it. You're good, bro. Who do you want to fuck, Waze?
I'm gonna fuck Neb, and hopefully, try and sneak in a little thing, and maybe he'll let me fly on occasion. And then, I'm sorry, but I've got to off Bjorn.
And salute. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your cervix.
This is true. Well, that was Neb. You said
In this scenario, though, you have to kill Bjorn before he kills you.
He's gonna come hunt me now.
Yeah, he's gonna come get you. Sandman, Val did it last week. F, Mary, kill. Bjorn, Kestrel, Neb.
I am absolutely smashing the shit out of Kestrel. Like, not just like, like just one time just to get it over with, but just like going to fucking town.
Yeah, kind of a similar answer.
I don't really know Bjorn.
Helmet on or helmet off for Kestrel?
It depends on how long his hair is for a little extra traction on the old grip. All right, we're getting a little too deep on that.
Yeah,
right?
we're getting too far into that. It's not that type of podcast.
Up here, all right. 50 Shades of Blue over here. I don't really know the other guys too well, so I'm Neb. You've probably crashed into a few trees, so I'm gonna have to kill you. We're just gonna blame that to a mechanical maybe a little hydraulic tube flies off. You're gonna hit a tree. You're dead. I'm sorry, Bjorn. You're my new wife. I can't wait to meet you.
I could have said that better myself. Thank you, Sandman. Well, all right, Grinch. The thought just occurred to me, so I'll ask you this question. Obviously, there's a lot of changes coming to Ackley, potentially. Depends on how you feel. What kinds of what kinds of things can we expect? I don't know if you can give up too much, but is there anything that we could be expecting that you do?
Are you expecting that I do? Wait, are you hinting at a expansion, or what are you looking?
Whatever you want. Give if you want to tease the audience a little bit, it's up to you. You can say no.
Okay. I mean, I'm one of the things that a lot of people in Ackley are looking for is a potential for a fourth squad. I think it's probably the most likely possibility that I'll end up for expansion. There's still a lot of people that are looking toward company. That's nowhere near confirmed and far away, but at the same time, a lot of people are still looking for it. Maybe seeing unique steps in between, if that's something we end up pursuing. I'm not going to say much more than that, but it's going to be... I have a plan in mind for it already, if we were to go in that direction, and it takes some steps I don't think the unit has really seen before. Otherwise, working on a few more programs to open Ackley up a bit more to the rest of the unit, so that we can really have a little bit more of a smoother working with each other. Something that my leadership brought up is sort of a similar idea than what the first MEU has for their ODST, is a frequent flyer program for Ackley reserves. That's something that's on the back burner, does not have exactly where exactly that's going to entail, but generally the idea will be trying to get more reserves into Ackley. Very
cool. Well, I mean, let me ask you this. I mean, say you do, you bring back, Ackley 2. Who are you going to put as platoon commander, and why is it Waze?
Why is it Waze?
Yeah.
It's not just slightly.
I'm kidding. Is there? Well, unless you are thinking about it.
Not sure if he isn't.
I mean, I'm thinking about putting Waze as a platoon medic, if I'm being real.
Gotcha. Yeah, he checks that box. That's actually absolutely heinous.
Exactly. But really, it's too far from the horizon to know who I'm going to slot in different directions. I'm paying attention to everything as always, but I couldn't tell you for sure. And even if I did, I probably wouldn't tell you.
Love it. I don't expect you to, man. That's awesome. Well, I'll give you. Here's a last question for you. I won't take up too much of your time. I know it's valuable. Is there anything that you would like the unit to know about Acklay, or just any kind of general statement that you'd like to make as a whole, as the commander of the great airborne detachment?
There's a lot that I want people to know, but I think that if it came down to like a simple message, right? We're here, we're open, we're always happy for people to come around and say hi. I know there's been unique thought processes of Acklay in the past, or different things attached to that, but I'd welcome individuals to come see what we're like. There's still stuff that we're trying to work on to get us more of a get some more activity and stuff like that going, so we can be more welcome and get some activities going, working with the unit a bit more. But we're here, and we're always happy to take questions and be approached. So you have any inkling or anything like that, come reach out. There's a lot of stuff available publicly as well you can look into if you're ever curious and have any questions. You can also reach out to myself as well.
Love that. Well said. Waze, any closing thoughts from you, my friend?
Oh dear. Saturdays, 11 a.m. EST. We got squad trainings. I'd love to see some people there.
They've
Awesome.
recently been they've been what ways?
We're hurting a little bit. We've got like I think 5 people in our squad currently, so yeah, we're vibing though. 1-3 best squad.
I was referring to, but for those who weren't aware, their squad recently opened, like specifically made it open so that anybody can attend without any permission from anybody for their squad trainings. Not quite sure how long that lasts, but that's still something people can explore if they so choose.
Awesome.
I got one quick question for you guys.
Go for it.
Who would I go to as the point of contact to get into the Acklay ride-along process?
That's honestly, there's no direct point of contact, but there's a airborne basic information doc. It's pinned as the most recently ride along. It's available on my channel, available in the classroom. Has a list of our interviewers and cadres. You can reach out to them to get an application.
Perfect. And that's for everyone who's, listening in and interested. Now they're not going to come right to you.
I'd rather them go straight to Waze, right? Waze, you're an interviewer, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So everybody who listens to this who wants to go Acklay, just fucking DM Waze exclusively.
Send him all send him all the peanut pictures too. That would be great.
Send a meme along with it as well.
Yeah,
if
just
it
a bunch
makes
of dudes with mullets. He likes other guys with mullets.
That's the amount of messages I've get. I've hardly ever got a meme included with them. That'd be a pretty fun thing to break it up.
My bad.
Grinch wants your memes. You heard it here first.
He wants memes and ice cream, so either one of those.
Ice cream sounds absolutely diabolical right now. Well, gentlemen, we appreciate you guys coming on and sharing your time and your stories with us. To the rest of the unit, this is Acklay, who has come with us today. It's time for us to come together as a unit. So whether you're a senior NCO, junior NCO, or just a trooper, it's our responsibility. So let's come together. Let's show Acklay some love, and let's get out to their trainings and get your get your boys out to if they need reservists for FTXs. Let's do that, and let's like I said, show them some love. So it's going to take all of us, and I'm challenging all you guys to do that. So let's get to that. Gentlemen, Grinch, Waze, it's been a pleasure having you guys on. You're welcome anytime, and we appreciate you guys coming on.
Hell yeah. Thanks for having us.
With that,
Have you found yourself missing countless shots and becoming constantly incapacitated while on the field, while also having a burning desire to do unhealthy amounts of paperwork and get paper cuts? Then good news, the 501st has a place for you. Reach out to CC Cruzy or CC Broad for more information on selling your soul to the chief life. This ad is approved and paid for by the CW Cult.
we are going to go ahead and get to our final segment of the day today, which is handled by resident crackhead Valhalla. Hail and farewell. Go get him, Tiger.
I've never not done one crack ever in my life. All right, so we're gonna move into the hail and farewell segment. Hail and farewell. Again, speaking of challenges issued, that fucking Britters issued to you guys. I'm gonna issue my weekly challenge to everybody who listens to this podcast. I'm gonna welcome some new people into the unit. Make sure you take their names on. If you do nothing else besides go to your fucking trainings and go to your fucking ops, reach out to these people and make them feel welcome in the unit. All right. So, for the first new join that we have in the unit, it's going to be a CRC casual. And then following that, we've got CRC Draco. Both of these guys just newly joined the unit. So reach out to them, make them feel welcome, help them out with any questions they might have. And yeah, keep doing 501st things. Where the fuck did my list go? Here it is. All right. Now moving on to the farewell portion, we're saying goodbye to some more tenured members of the unit who've decided their time with the 501st is up, whether or people who have transferred to the inactive reserves and are just taking a small break. I'd like to recognize those people as well. A minute. Sorry, I had to fucking cough. So with the farewell, we're gonna move into the first name I have on my list is a Senior Trooper Hardy. So Hardy actually came from my squad, Avalanche 2-2. Hardy's a good trooper. Dude works hard. He's a monster on the battlefield. Sad to see him leave the squad, but you know he knows that he's always welcome to come back. And when he does come back, if you're looking for if you have an open trooper slot, I would highly recommend Hardy to join your squad. Another move to inactive reserves is Griggs. I don't really have much recent information on Griggs, but about a year ago when I was doing my assault training, he failed me twice. But yeah,
that's because you're terrible.
Yeah, but yeah, no, Griggs was Griggs helped me out with assault twice. And eventually I passed it on the third try, but you know, that's neither here nor there. He was around for a while. I don't quite know exactly how long he was around, but he was kind of a staple in the Zeta community. He's going to be missed while he's in active reserves, and we hope to see him back soon.
Riggs was my Zeta squad lead as well.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
He was mine too.
I was in Zeta for about 4 days. Thank you, Griggs, for those 4 wonderful days.
I mean, back when you guys were around, it was pretty hard to get in Zeta and not be in Griggs's squad and get he impacted you in some sort of way. So he really held it down for Zeta for a very long time. So.
Oh yeah, he was super proficient with everything too. Like literally, it wasn't I was in Zeta for 3 days because I hated it. It was because he interacted with my squad lead real quick, got me in and out, and got me actives right from CRC.
Yep. Moving on to the last person that we have on our list. For the last person who left the unit, it's fucking CSC Korvac. Korvac was in the unit for a long time. His last builded was Cyclone 2-1. Left due to personal reasons, and he'll be missed. He'll be welcome back. Cyclone 2-2. I'm sorry. Thank you, Black. None of you guys else heard that, but TeamSpeak told me to wake up, and it was Black telling me that he was actually with 2-2. So yeah, I didn't really have a whole bunch of interaction with Korvac outside of campaign, but with campaign he was a pretty proficient mission builder. I never had an issue with any of the files that we were using with the story writer issues. So yeah, he'll be missed and he'll be welcome back when he comes back. That's it. There's just 5 people.
All right. As we get closer to winter stand down here, things are, like I keep saying, are going to start winding down. Get your platoons, get your squads in order because winter is coming. So be prepared. With that is the conclusion of our show today, gentlemen. It's always a pleasure. And we will see you next week for another brand new episode. We'll keep bringing the content. We appreciate all the support. We are averaging about 105 listens per episode, which is crazy for a show that started this month. We love you guys, and we're looking forward to keep doing it again week after week. And with that, we'll see you guys later.
Later, gamers.
Stay classy, San Diego.